thank you. Thank you for being a welcoming congregation. In the month of June, we took in something like 42 new members. And that's wonderful, but it really goes back to the way in which you welcomed people, handed them a bulletin, showed them where the bathroom was, invited them to a common ground experience, told them about the sacred grounds, asked if they could help out in one of our outreach ministries and help them feel like this was their spiritual home, a place where they could grow in relationship with Jesus and other people, where they could find that fountain of grace to be strengthened each week to serve. And so I thank you for welcoming and helping us to integrate new people. Now, one of the consequences of welcoming new people is that you suddenly find you need to add a new Sunday school class. We have lots of new children and youth, and that means we need more hands on deck. And so if you've thought about, well, maybe I could do some with the children and youth at St. Paul, I'd like you to think again. In fact, I'd like you to do more than think. I would like you to contact Deacon Emily or our youth director, John McCormick, and say, hey, what are ways in which I might possibly be able to help? Again, there's lots of levels of commitment there. Now, I'm in the narthex, and that's in part because, well, I'll get to that. That's in part because my office right now is kind of loud, and that's because the Christian Early Learning Center, the child care center here in school, they're doing a bunch of updates and kind of building off of the momentum of Sacred Grounds. They want to be a leader in outdoor education for young children and creating those kind of spaces. So they got some grant money, they've used some surplus funds, and they're going at it, and they're making the whole playground system better for both church and for school. And we're really excited about that, and just again to really think about the way in which we present ourselves to the whole community. I'm also in the narthex because over the last year, one of the ways in which we've made the church more welcoming is by doing some things to brighten up this space, add lights, etc. And maybe some of you even saw this week in an email that there's a new cross that's going to go up. So the first thing you see when you walk in is the cross. So I'm really excited, and I thank you all for your patience and kind of cooperation as we did that. But there's one other thing that I want to let you know, and that is, this is kind of like a change, kind of the way it was. Before I got here, there were actually some chairs, almost pews, in the narthex. And we're discovering that at the 10:45 service, we're getting pretty full. And so what council has thought about is, are there continued ways for us in that sort of that noise kind of barrier, kind of kid-friendly zone to add back in some seating? So at some point in the next couple of months, we're probably going to be adding some more chairs there, expanding sort of our overflow and sort of young family capacity. Just want to end though with a couple other word of thanks. First of all, I thank everybody for their help with Vacation Bible Fund. That was just great to see people of all ages play, laugh, and learn together after worship. I also thank for your prayers for young adult ministry. There's just been some nice stuff happening this summer. Part of that's with Pod and Pub, but just generally with some young adults, so that's pretty cool to see. And I also thank you for your generosity over the years towards the youth ministry, because this year they're finally going to get to go after a number of COVID postponements to the National Youth Gathering. And we're able to keep it affordable because of your generosity, in this case, over the years. So it's a season of comings and goings and vacation, but also a season in which there's so much to be thankful for.